This is especially for you if you find yourself working 60 plus hours a week, but still don't have enough income. Hey, beautiful bosses. So, this is especially for you if you find yourself working 60 plus hours a week, but still don't have enough income. If you are afraid of checking your business bank account or your personal bank account, and if you have clients that love you, but you still feel like a fraud, I'm here to tell you that you don't have an income problem. You have a business foundation problem. And it wasn't until I found myself literally having a panic attack inside of the hospital when I found out that my business was breaking me because of these foundational things that I'm going to share with you right now in this video. And when I got these foundations set in stone, it literally changed my life and it changed my business for the better. So stick around. So welcome back. And I want to say, well, first, this is our first kickoff YouTube video, and I'm so excited. But you're not going to find your typical business advice, guru, here's 5 things to get you to the next level. You will find some of that, but the information that I'm going to give you is real life information, and stuff that you really need to know if you're really going to make it in business, with your finances, and as a person in whole. So the coaching that I do on this platform is, I like to take a holistic approach, meaning I incorporate the mind, the spirit, the body, the emotions, just you overall, because it's going to take all of you in order to get to the next level and get to what you said you wanted to do in life. So I open up that to say, the foundation, your foundation is extremely important. And mental health and business are not something that is talked about a lot, especially if you are in a minority community, the African American community, where a lot of us come from nothing and trying to make something. And so, on our strive to be entrepreneurs, we find that sometimes we were not necessarily properly groomed mentally to handle certain levels, financially, just a lot of different, just upbringing backgrounds. Some of us were, some of us were not. But a huge part of getting to the next level is going to be about your mindset and your environment. All right. So I ended up finding myself in the hospital because I was trying to throw any and everything at the wall, meaning I was working a 9 to 5 job, literally getting off from work, going to the salon where I was working till 10 o'clock at night. Mind you, I had 2 little babies at the time. And at that time in my life personally, I was experiencing what I felt were some betrayals from family members and those who were closest to me. And I was pouring into people when I had an empty cup myself, right? And so although I meant well, my intentions was well, I felt like despite everything, I had a vision that God gave me that I was trying to bring out to the forefront, but I was not necessarily listening to those foundational things that I needed to overcome in order to get to the next level. And some of those things are rejection of fear, right? Being afraid to be told no. So if you're afraid to be told no, sometimes you're going to do all the things to avoid putting yourself in situations, right? That you're going to have to ask somebody, hey, I have this service. You want to take a chance on me to do your hair? Like just simple things like that, you're going to be more afraid of because of rejection. My upbringing, abandonment was a huge thing that I dealt with, that and rejection and betrayal. And so those are things that unconsciously I was carrying with me that was right when I needed to do and show up and promote myself, I felt a blockage, right? Internally. And I would do all the things, do all the behind the scenes paperwork, get ready, all the things. But when it came time to lights, camera, action, I would kind of shrink a little bit. And when I was in a hospital, a nurse came to me and she said something that literally changed my life for the rest of my life. And she said that healthy living is intentional living, right? And that means being intentional about everything that you do, right? So sometimes you need to slow down and assess yourself, where you are in your spirit. What things are really holding you back? Ask those deep questions, right? Because these are your foundation. If you're not okay, you will not produce things that will be sustainable. You may produce some things, but why do you think we hear about so many celebrities and so many high profile people who have a lot of success, but once they're there, they're miserable, they want to commit suicide, they're not happy? It's because you can run, but sometimes you can't outrun yourself, right? So the foundation is making sure that we are mentally, spiritually, all the leaves prepared on this journey, right? And it's okay if you're not at 100%, because guess what? God can use anything at any percentage, right? I didn't start when I was 100% confident. Sometimes I started when I was, sometimes I started when I was not. So you don't have to be at 100%, but you just have to be 100% real with yourself. Because when you're real with yourself, then you can say, okay, well, I'm not 100% confident. So instead of me making a goal, say, hey, I want to go and get 100 clients this week. If your confidence isn't there, let's start small. Let's say, let me go and try to at least talk to one person today, right? To slowly build up to the level to where you can be super confident. I'm gonna get 100 people this week. So like I said, we're going to have real conversations here, and tell you real things that's going to make you really think and change who you are. Because becoming an entrepreneur, becoming this business, this boss lady or this boss man that you're meant to be, and also when you get a vision and taking something from nothing into something, it's not always about the doing. Because like me, I was doing all the things, right? I was making money here, I was doing all the things, but I wasn't getting the results that I needed because it was more about becoming. And sometimes in the becoming, we have to let go of old stories. We have to let go of our identity. And our identity is the things that society, family, friends, situations, mistakes that has told us lies about who we are, and we attach them to our identity. We have to get rid of those things, right? And we have to become anew, right? Become fresh, something that you have to become new to get new results. Because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that you're going to get a different result. So, I want to invite you first to come over to the Boss Lounge, because one thing is, you can be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So I have a community, a free community Facebook group. The link will be in the description. And I also have a paid community. The paid community is for those who are ready. They say, you know what, I've tried doing it alone. I want to learn exactly what I'm supposed to do, when I'm supposed to do it. And I want somebody to hold my hand through it. And I also want to be around other like-minded individuals who may be going through what I'm going, those who may have overcome, and that can still guide me and build up friendships as we go through this journey, because we're not meant to be doing this thing called life alone at all, guys. We're not. So if you want to continue this conversation, and we have great conversations like this, you can either go to our Facebook community, a free Facebook community, or if you're ready for me to hold your hand through this, along with the group that we're building here, head on over. The click is below. Join the Boss Lounge community, and you'll get more tips like this about real sustainable growth, of really what it really takes. We're not doing the fake gimmicks and stuff like that over here. That's not what we're doing in the Boss Lounge. That's not what Beauty and the Hair Boss is about. It's about bringing you real information. Mind you, I've been in this industry for 13 years, so I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, had some success, had some failures, and we have plenty more things to do it and to grow. And I need you. So So I have homework for you. I'm not gonna tell you something and then not give you the skills and this a tool to help you. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a piece of paper whenever you have some downtime, some free time. Go create a sacred area where you won't be disturbed. If you have kids, you may do this at night or wake up super early where you can just be quiet and just take some time with you and a notepad or on your phone, wherever you take notes. And nobody has to know this. This is for you. And I want you to just write down things that are holding you back, things that you're afraid of, any and everything, right? I just want you to write it down. This is your time to be vulnerable and honest with yourself, right? And sometimes you may have to call on, I don't know if your person is God or Allah or whoever your higher source is, or if you're a non-believer, if you feel like it's yourself. But call on, sometimes it definitely requires something more than just ourselves. And ask for help. What are some things that I don't see that I need you to help me to see? Okay. And just write any and everything that comes to mind. I don't care what it is. If it seems silly, write it down. And then I want you to sit with it, and then I want you to just like look at the list once you see it and see what do you need to, what are the opposite of those things on the list. So if you say I'm afraid, then I want you on the opposite side to say the opposite of that. I am confident. Now, I'm going to help you take this to the next level. Pull up ChatGPT. I said it. You'll thank me later. Pull up ChatGPT and just talk to ChatGPT just like it's a friend. You don't even have to do the paid version. You can do the free version. And just talk just like your friend. Hey, Chat, I feel like I'm going through this. Can you help me see? And see what Chat says. Okay? But after you see or after you become aware of things that's holding you back, then I need you to make an action plan and a commitment to yourself of something small. One small thing that you can practice for the next 30 days. And I want to hear about your successes. So I want you to come over to the Boss Lounge, either the free community or the paid, and tell me how it's going. I promise you, if you just continue to do this first thing when you wake up or before you go to bed, in 30 days, you'll see a change. And I want to hear about your success story. Send me a video, send me something. Even if you did it for the first day, I still want to hear about what came up for you. Okay? And I'll see you in the next video.